So obviously Ganyu is a pretty powerful character when in the right team composition. You want to make sure that you can take advantage of everything that she has to offer you. And I'm going to be showing you the ways that I'm doing that in Genshin Impact. If you guys haven't seen the ultimate Ganyu video that I've put out, the guide for you guys a couple days ago, I have a link to that down in the description below, or maybe even the pinned comment in case you need two places to look for it. But we're going to be going over how I'm utilizing her. And if you want to play that copycat behavior and look at my artifacts and stuff like that, then we can go in there as well. So let's start off here. Weapon selection. I don't have the prototype leveled up. A long time ago, I had the Amos bow. Prototype bow, though, the crafted one, it's right up there with the Amos bow. Level that sucker up to 80, 90, as high as you can. If you have refinements for it, make sure you refine it. It's an insanely good crafted bow for Ganyu because of the fact that it has access to this. Charge attacks, hitting weak points, increase your movement speed by 10%, which is going to take away one of her weaknesses, right? She spends a lot of time ADSing, charging up her attacks. It's going to help you move a little bit faster, but then it gives you a massive attack percent buff for 10 seconds every time you land a weak point. If you guys don't know what a weak point is, several different monsters have different weak points. Usually it's the head, so aim for that spot there. It's going to guarantee you a critical hit when you hit that spot, which could be awesome. And then you're going to get a 36% attack buff. If you have this thing at Refinement 5 eventually, it's a 72% attack buff. And this is a no-fuss weapon. As long as you can hit them in the head, you'll be good to go there. Now, artifact selection here in this Ganyu carry build that we're doing here, we're using the Blizzard Strayer set. This set is just insanely strong for any sort of damage-dealing character that named is Ganyu in any sort of team composition is what I want to say here. It's just that good. So why is it that good? The two-piece here, cryo damage increased by 15%. That's going to affect all of her damage, period. Her elemental skill, her elemental burst, and her charged attack, even the level 2 and the bloom. So all of her damage goes up 15% from that. Get that bonus there. Then the 4-piece here, if an enemy is afflicted with cryo, you get 20% crit rate. And then if they're frozen, you get an additional 20%. So you can utilize this set even if you have no intentions of using a freeze team. This is going to give you 15% bonus damage to all of your attacks and 20% crit rate. We've mapped this out before. A lot of talks on the Wanderer set there with a 35% charge attack damage. That's pretty good, but using that set, it's never going to be as good as even this set in a non-freeze team, just because of the fact that you get that 20 crit rate, which allows you to build your character for maximum crit damage, because you can get a lot of crit rate for free with this set and with the right team composition here. So Ganyu here, like my stats here, I have 222% critical damage. I don't have crit damage on Amos Bow. Amos Bow doesn't come with crit damage. We're focusing on crit damage substats. That's where you're going to get a lot of your damage from, crit damage. And as you can see, we have 15% crit rate. That's awful, right? That's terrible. Actually, what we really have, we have 70% crit rate against non-frozen targets and 90% crit rate against frozen targets here. This is because of her ascensions that are very, very powerful here. The first one, the Undivided Heart. When you fire a Frostflake arrow, her level 2 charge, the crit rate of all of your other stuff, the Frostflake arrows afterwards, and the blooms is increased by 20%. And if you hit someone in the weak spot, that's a guaranteed crit. So you guaranteed crit them, and you instantly start getting 20% crit rate increase right there. So that's 20% free crit rate from just that ascension. That's an ascension, not a constellation. Then obviously we get 20% against cryo targets here as well. So that's 40% crit rate. And then we're going to be putting her in a team with another cryo character, which has a elemental resonance bonuses. That's just like this one. It's 15% crit rate against a enemy afflicted by cryo, not frozen, just cryo. So that's gonna be another 15%. That bumps up us to another 55% crit rate in conjunction with what we have here. That's where we get our resulting 70% crit rate. And then if they're frozen, another 20%, so 90% crit rate. So if you're building your gun, you have like 60, 70, 80, 90% crit rate in your stat screen, rethink your build. You're not doing it right. You're way over crit cap. You're like 50, 60, 70% over critical cap. So do not do that there. Now, the other thing that you're focusing on, crit damage, always, right? So crit damage, circle it. You want to go for that. Substats, you really want like attack percent, a little bit of energy recharge in there. If you can get it, I'm still working on this set here. As you can see, my goblet should be a cryo goblet. I haven't been blessed that way. So I'm using an attack percent goblet right now. I don't have any cryo goblets on this account at all for whatever reason. I've never gotten one. Then you have an attack percent sands. We're really aiming for that energy recharge, crit damage substat as always. And then like before, I stole this off Xinyan. This piece, it's so good. I know. Everyone just left the video now. I'm sorry. Sometimes you get good luck. Sometimes you don't get good luck. But good stuff here. So, you know, these three over here, not the greatest. These two, pretty good. So aim for those substats. Critical damage, amazing. Attack percent, I could need more attack percent. I don't even know if I have any attack percent substats. 5%. I got 5% attack subsets. So I'm really missing a lot of attack percent subsets there as well. Currently for this video, we're Constellation 0 here. So keep that in mind as well. We are going to have a video that details the playstyle changes and what you can do with C0 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. So look for that video this week. I can thankfully do that for you guys because we got the craziest pulls of all time. Make sure you check that one out as well because I don't think I've ever gotten pulls like that ever before. Now we have a level 8 normal attack here. We have to level this up some more. Level 6 elemental burst, and then my elemental skill is level 2 here. So all in all, pretty beastly, but like not crazy overpowered, crazy broken or anything like that. This is Constellation 0, and you're gonna have to take away her weaknesses with your team comp. So this is a team comp that you kind of want to aim for here. You can substitute some of these characters. Obviously, you're bringing Ganyu. She's gonna be your main damage dealer in this party. Then you're gonna bring another cryo character. You want that second cryo character for, like we talked about before, Shattering Ice Elemental Resonance bonus, 15% more crit rate. Free stuff. Awesome stuff. That's what we're aiming for there. It gets us maximized stats. So you can bring Diona, you can bring Kea. I'm bringing Diona because I like the little bit of shields that she can do and the heals that she can provide for the team there. Bringing an animal character, you want crowd control. You want to be able to freely land your shots against enemies and have fun, not have to dodge around the entire time. The more shots you can take because of the crowd control between the animal characters in the freeze, if you're running freeze, that's more DPS. Less time running around, more shots fired, more damage done in a second. So that's just what it is. So you can use my two favorite ones to use. Xingqiu is actually pretty good. I'll be showcasing him because you have to change your playstyle a little bit. You have to add in like a normal attack every once in a while. But what he does allow you to do, you can just literally lock something down over and over and over and over again with Xingqiu. So make sure that you're using either him, the other character that I like to use, if you have access to her. You can use Mona as well. Mona's more offensive. Xingqiu gives you the, once again, helps you survive while Ganyu's out there against these heavy hitting attacks, especially if you're doing something like Abyss Floor 12, because he's got the sword barriers, absorb damage done, heals you a little bit as well. Mona's a little bit more offensive, gets the damage done buff up. She also has a taunt, which helps out a little bit as well. You can also use Child if you want to go all in there, especially like C0 Child works out super well. Freeze them up, have a elemental burst from our girl Ganyu raining down. You can just get in there and freeze lock enemies with Child over and over and over and over. And you swap back out and you do your shots with Ganyu and cycle that all over again. So that's something else that you could do. I do not like using Barbara at all with her in any way, shape, or form. Barbara, it's very hard for you to freeze anything at all, period, because Barbara has to be out to freeze. So he doesn't really have any off the battlefield freeze effect there. So we're going to be taking this team into Abyss 12 here for you guys. For Xingqiu and Venti and Diona, I'll show you guys right now. They are basically naked. So it's there's no like cards up my sleeve. I'm doing a whole bunch of damage with other characters. We have Xingqiu. This boy is literally rocking 260 attack. He's in some energy recharge stuff. He's got some four-star gear, and I think he's got like 170 energy recharge. He's on the sacrificial sword as well, so we can maybe get some procs to reset the cooldown on his E. We're rocking 800 attack Venti here, and he's using a +0 Viridescent set. I need to farm up some more of that. And then I have this little trolley Diona build that I do like to use. She's a little energy battery for me. So she's still on the Exile set, but she has pretty good stats here. And she's got 56 crit rate. That's because the 5-star artifact that I'm using is a crit rate gladiator piece. Could be whatever it is that you want it to be. I wanted the crit rate because she's using the Favonius Warbow. So when she has a critical land or a critical hit generate, she's going to generate some elemental particles. You can swap to the character that you want to gain the energy from those particles after you hit someone with a crit. And then she has 2 to 5 paws that come out from her elemental skill. You can have a very, very high chance to proc that bow. Even if it's not R5, even if it's like R1 bow, you're gonna have a very high chance with a decent critical hit rate to proc the bow and give all that energy off to somebody else. So I was gonna do all of the Abyss floors, but we're not doing a whole heck of a lot with a cryo character against cryo mages and cryo slime. So we're gonna start at 11. 11 does have the cryo damage buff that we're gonna do 12 as well for you guys, just so you can see her in action as much as possible. And the two basically hardest things to do in the game. So we're going to take our little wombo combo we talked about before. One of them on 11, we're going to use Xingqiu. On 12, we're going to be using Mona. with that floor there, so you can see both of them in action, depending on maybe you guys have one and not the other. So we'll do that for you guys there. And then you won't see them in action in this video, maybe in another video. But the other floor, we are just literally going to smack stuff into the ground with the good old double pyro, double geo team. If you don't have access to Venti, if I failed to mention it before, another fantastic character as an Animo support is going to be Sucrose for you here. But we're going to be bringing Venti in there. I have all my stuff on him right now. And my Sucrose on this account is not leveled up very much, so we're not going to bring her into floor 11. On this account, I got Venti, so I didn't level Sucrose for the time being. So keep that in mind as well. So in essence, all we want to do in this team is keep Ganyu safe and give her space to work her magic, right? Give her the distance she needs to farm up and shoot those charge attacks out. So stuff like Sucrose ult and good old boy Venti ult are very powerful. And if something's up there, they're not frozen, you can just shoot the ground. If you're using Venti, just shoot the ground if you want to till they fall and then blow them up that way. We don't really have a reason to use Xingqiu really in here. We're going to get a big barrier, pop out the taunt flower over there so we can get away a little bit and then let this begin as well. Again, if we wanted to, we could pop Diona ult just to give some energy recharge to our team because she is in that little bit exile set. So you can see that's going to help us out a little bit there as well. All right, this guy's going to want a little bit of love. So pop this up again. And then we can actually Venti this guy. Oh, he's dead already. Actually, we just blew him up. So you can see just how much damage that she does. Even at C0, she's phenomenal. Phenomenal damage at C0. All right, so this is one of the... I hate floors like this. I hate the tower floors. Because enemies, they'll ignore me. They'll ignore taunts if I have them out. They'll just go right for the flower 100% of the time, all of the time. So I'm going to pop this out. Maybe utilize OP Animo characters here. Scoop them all up. We're not going to be able to freeze them due to the fact that we absorbed fire. No touching. No touching, sir. Okay, cool. So now we can freeze some dudes. Not today, sir. Freeze this dude. iframe, I heard you coming, dog. I've played too many games, man. I've played too many games. Well, these dudes are over here doing rude things. Look, I'm standing right next to the thing. And I'm sure that now that I've looked away, the two big guys are just laying into the... What happened? What? Where'd they go? Taking another blue one here. This is going to be the final floor. I forget what's on these floors. I don't even know if I should have swapped the two teams around. This seems to be working out pretty okay. I wish you could see how far away your other characters' ults were, but whatever. Oh, that was not what was supposed to happen there. Rude. Well, so we're just going to keep freezing this dude in place. It's going to keep freezing these dudes in place. Power Xingqiu. Although I'm not going to have his burst again for the next one because I messed up. I messed up terribly. I still don't think I can use it. Oh, I can. Oh, I got the reset. Amazing. My crystals. All right. Maybe we can get lucky here and freeze them so they never get their shields. Seems to be working. You love it when a plan comes together, don't you? So for Big Bad Boy, floor 12, we're using little girl level 40 Mona here. Now, Mona's pretty cool as a support character because she has some unique catalysts that you can utilize here. She has just some basic artifacts. You can see her stats super low. It's just some random stuff I slapped on her. The Scholar set here, maybe give her a little bit of extra energy with the energy recharge 2-piece, and maybe give some energy if she happens to pick up the particle. She's not on the field that much, but if she does pick up a particle, with our build, we literally have nothing but bow and catalyst characters, so that's going to give us some more energy to our whole team here. Now, you can use the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers here. This is going to be very nice setup for Ganyu Burst because you'll get a 48% attack buff, and Ganyu has very, very high base attack, especially with some of the higher base attack bows in the game, up to like 930. I think you might even be able to hit like 1,000 with a maxed out Skyward Harp. So very high base attack here. So that's going to help out a ton. That's going to give you nearly, like a 500 attack bonus there. So that's going to be very powerful. However, if you want to be more defensive here, you have the crafted option of the Prototype Amber. This one's also very nice here. Another way to regenerate HP as well as energy for your whole party. So more Sucrose ults if you're having trouble getting energy recharge on her, or maybe more Diona ults or more Ganyu ults. So a lot of cool stuff that you can utilize with her there. We're going to be using the prototype version though. We're not the prototype version, but we're going to be using the Big Bad Dragon Slaying book. So Big Bad floor 12, we're going to have the Noelle team do some Mimi stuff against the Flying Anemo boss in the other video that we're going to be probably putting out pretty soon. So check that one out there, but we're going to be using this team against something that they really should be fighting against, which is rock shields. We're going to use the power of freeze against the shields to just decimate them. So same strategy. Instead of Xingqiu here, we have Mona. Another taunt, does AoE water damage while she the little taunt's out there. So we're going to try to group everything up here in the middle because we're fighting multiple things. We'll do this, maybe do a little bit of dash back, throw them out here, throw Mona's thing down on them, and then we're just going to pepper them. Get those charge shots out there. Just aim like you've never aimed before, and you'll be A-okay. Rude. Access denied. He hit you pretty hard for it being denied access. I'm just saying, brother. All right, we're going to put this in here. All right, that dude is having fun doing his own stuff, I guess. So we're going to just pop on these dudes. Apparently I got stuck on the little thing there. But we are still, this is C0. Just peppering these dudes. Hello. Hit him with that pro gamer dodge, apparently. Freeze. I am actually going to use 4x Lapis here. And I don't like him living. So I'm going to use this too. Where you going, bruh? Ooh. Our second hit didn't crit, sadly. Oh, he's blocking now. Make me look bad, brother. This is easy with Xingqiu when I did it with Xingqiu. Won't lie. I just locked this dude down. Okay, cool. Whatever. Mona doing some stuff. That dude didn't want to be a part of the fight. She got an AoE down a long time ago. Next floor. All right, same sort of circumstance that we're doing here. We don't have our ult, but we do have Venti's ult, which is going to be very nice. So what are we doing here? What's up, boys? Maybe do this. A little bit of access denied there. A little bit of access denied. No, we don't have Ganyu's burst yet, but this is okay. Just keep peppering them. Where's you going, dog? No touching, dude. That's the rule. I'm out of here. I'll zoom away. Should have just shot the ground. I always think she's saying, look at you, boozer. But maybe it's blue tail. I'm not sure. Like tail between your legs? Something like that? I should probably drop this on them, right? I'm bad at commentating if you haven't figured that out yet. I'm terrible at it. I'm a terrible commentator, dude. So we're going to throw this up at him again. We're going to come in here. We're going to drop this. And then we're going to play with our Dragon Thrilling Tails. We got the buff. Woo. Woo, shooting the ground. Is this it? Oh, there's still more? Oh, whoops. You kind of want to get them at the tip of this. Kind of like that. That where they're all clumped up. You can hit them. And you can, if you're using like the Amos bow or something, where's the last guy? What was that? It said it was behind me. So this is the final floor here on 12-3. Gonna follow the same sort of rude. Put this up. Throw this in here. Maybe throw this here too. Maybe we can bait them to look at us over here. Okay. Cool. They're frozen for a little bit here. We can only get a couple of shots in here. These are our worst enemies. Oh. Did I really just miss that? Okay, whatever. Shouldn't have gone. I can't believe it. Come at me, bro. Not today. Not today, sir. Not today, Junior. We're gonna try to scoop this dude up. Do I have our ult on Ganyu yet? Yes, we do. Drop it, and we're going to back up. And we're just going to try to pelt these dudes. Pelt. We're just looking to pelt. Keep pelting them. Big pelts. Maybe put the Viridescent bonus back on here. I really don't want her to like put her thing up or anything, so we're gonna drop this up again and come back. We did it. Ganyu is incredibly powerful, even at C0. You just need to use her in the right team composition. The team composition is really about creating space to give her work and do her magic, give her the time to aim those charge shot level 2s and do damage with them. So, you know, follow the things that you saw in the video. That's kind of how I go about playing her, and I find it to work very well with that sort of team there. We're gonna have other videos on Ganyu down the line. If you haven't seen the ones that have come out previously, make sure to check those out. If you want to see the ones that are coming out in the future, like this video, and then obviously hit that subscribe button so you become a part of the channel's audience and continue watching Genshin Impact content if you do indeed enjoy it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.